Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be doing the third installment of my Disney series. So I've already done villains and ballads, so today, as I said in my last video, I'm going to be doing my favorite minor Disney characters, and I picked characters that they aren't sidekicks and they're not even like supporting roles generally. I don't know, I consider them minor characters, you may not, and that's okay. So, without further ado, let's get to it. And, spoiler alert. My number 10 character is Slinky Dog from Toy Story. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory who the character is, the dog that is a Slinky. And he's just, I think, an intriguing character. He has some good eye rolls, and he says a few things, and he kind of gets like around corners and kind of stuck, and my chair keeps turning on me. And I don't know, I just like him. You don't even think about him, and that's the point of this video. I'm gonna call on some of them are people. I want to call on the characters that some of them are recognized and some of them really aren't. My number 9, that is 9, yes, that's 9, is Chef Louie from The Little Mermaid. And he's the one who sings Little Song, whatever, And he's very, very funny. He gets all aggressive about, Sebastian, but, he's just trying to make dinner. Like, he's not a villain. His job is to serve this food, and then Sebastian comes along, and, okay, I have to fix my chair. Then Sebastian comes along, and it's no one's fault that there's a little skirmish, and then the knives go everywhere. And I really hope that, Chef Louie, I'm happy that he's not, fired in the long run, because even though he made a real mess and his, teeth all fell out at the end, it really wasn't his fault. My number 8 minor character is Emile from Ratatouille, and he's Remy's brother, but he's so much more than that. He really appreciates eating and food, but just eating in general. He'll eat wherever, whatever, and I think that's awesome. I mean, he's a rat, so he can do that. And he's such a team player. When he finds that Remy has food, he keeps bringing his friends to get more food. Building community. My number 7, I can count, favorite minor character. Does that make any sense? Anyway, is Squirt from Finding Nemo. He is the little baby sea turtle with Crush, and he's so cute, oh my god! And he gets out of the current, whatever it's called, I can't remember. It's too bad. And then, we're all worried about him, but then he comes right back in. He could do it. He's little, but he is capable. And his name's Squirt. That's good. My 6th favorite minor character is really a group of characters, not just one character, and they are the Brooms from The Sorcerer's Apprentice and Fantasia. And you might be like, that's not a character. Well, let me tell you something. They may not be characters, they don't have faces, they don't have any lines, but they have personality. Then they get really, really intense, and they're all together as kind of one organism. I don't know, I think they're really cool and kind of scary, but not really scary, just more intense. So that's why they made the list. My number 5, almost higher, but I just couldn't, justify making it higher, is the Magic Carpet from Aladdin. And the Magic Carpet is the real MVP of Aladdin. You may be like, oh, but the Magic Carpet doesn't say anything. It does not need to. The Magic Carpet is the thing that takes Aladdin and Abu first, helps them in the underground cavern. It helps them get them out, and then provides transportation. It goes along in the weird rocket ship thing with Aladdin when Aladdin's kind of vanished. It is a super nice carpet. Helps out Aladdin with getting the girl. He was not going to kiss Jasmine without the carpet doing a little lift. And the shy carpet that Aladdin befriends and then becomes really brave. Definitely deserves that 5th spot. My number 4 is Zero from The Nightmare Before Christmas. The Nightmare Before Christmas, I sometimes forget it's a Disney movie, but it is, so made the list. Zero is the best knockoff Rudolph I've ever seen. Maybe because he's a ghost dog with a red nose. He's just a really happy looking ghost. And so many of the characters in that movie aren't that happy. And you know, Zero knows what's up too. Like, animals know what's going on, and he isn't a really big fan of all the things that Jack's doing, but you know, he goes along with it like a good, loyal pet, so he gets his spot. My 3rd favorite minor character is Friend Owl from Bambi. I actually had to look up his name because I always just called him the Owl, but apparently it's Friend Owl. Friend Owl is really, really funny. I kind of, in my mind, probably mix his lines from Bambi and Bambi 2 together, so sorry. He knows what's going on with everything, but he's nice about it. He's not, you know, condescending really, and I think this might actually be Bambi 2 when the one thing I'm thinking of, but his character is the same. When he like pulls the groundhog out of the ground, like all that shuffling, that's just a funny scene. And you know, he does it for the kids. For the kids. My number 2 animated character is the Lucky Cricket from Mulan. The cricket does not really need to say anything to be awesome. When he's introduced by the grandma crossing the street and like he's like shaking in the cage, he's endearing. And he does not, you know, leave her side. He's also very talented at writing because by just hopping around, he can write intricate Chinese characters. I don't know how he learned to do that, but you know, go Cricky, go. Alright, now for some honorable mentions. I have 2. So the first is another group. Well, it's a pair. Is it pair? My watch is buzzed. Thinks I'm working out. That's funny. Are the memory workers from Inside Out, because I think it was very funny how when they want to, they just send up that gum commercial, because I know sometimes the randomest things like comes back to mind, an annoying song, and now I can blame it on my memory workers. And then my other honorable mention is Bucky the squirrel from The Emperor's New Groove, because Bucky doesn't do that much, but is a very iconic and memorable squirrel, and he, you know, converses with Gronk. And now for the number 1. This might surprise you. I picked for my number 1, Frou Frou. You heard that right. The horse. You are introduced to Frou Frou and she has a little hat. I love that. And she is the real hero of that story. When Edgar is trying to run away later, who is the one who makes sure Edgar doesn't get away? That's right, Frou Frou. She does a little horse kick and Edgar lands in the feed sack. Frou Frou for the win, forever. So that wraps up the video for today. This is probably like the last little Disney video I'm making, even though I'm not going to Disney really for another week because I just have to get kind of prepared. So I'm sorry if I don't get a video out next week. I'm hoping to, I don't know, maybe I'll do something fun over the weekend and I can vlog while I'm there. Otherwise, get ready for a whole bunch of epic vlogs featuring me, my friends, Disney World, and the best mouse. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of me talking about random things I like, vlogging and making other stuff, then be sure to hit subscribe. Thanks. Bye.